Okay, next up is Cop Out, and while this film doesn't exactly cop out, I kind of wish it did. Here you got Bruce Willis, probably one of the greatest action stars of the last 20 years. His deadpan performances and amazing dialogue delivery have entertained audiences for years. And you also got Tracy Morgan, in my opinion, one of the funniest men in America today, off of his hit TV show 30 Rock alongside Alec Baldwin and Tina Fey. And he is waiting for that big movie role to truly catapult him into the stratosphere. I'm sorry, but this is not it. And then, of course, you got Kevin Smith, one of the most influential and most acclaimed directors of the last 15 or 20 years, and he is behind the camera putting this all together. I was really looking forward to this. I mean, halfway through, I wanted out. Basically, the premise I don't even need to give you. Just look at the plots for any buddy cop film in the grand tradition of, say, 48 Hours, Lethal Weapon, Tango and Cash, or as recent as Rush Hour. The thing with those films, however, is that, especially in the case of Lethal Weapon, is that they had a little extra pizzazz going for it. That little extra something that made it more than just a buddy cop movie. With this film, I was waiting for even a little something, period. I mean, we get lame sight gags that have been unfunny in many other films before it. We get the same old dialogue, and and I admit, in some scenes it's game, like the dialogue is game, but it wears out its welcome very quick, at least 20 minutes into the film. And while both Willis and Morgan are still bringing the best that they possibly can at the table, despite the material, it can't overcome what they're given. We've also got Sean William Scott here, who, if you recall, was very funny and revitalized his career in 2008's Role Models alongside Paul Rudd. But here he is just completely dead in the water, and it's just downright annoying after the first 3 minutes we see him on screen. What the heck has Kevin Smith put himself into here with this project? I mean, this is just beyond me. I know the guy is a lot smarter than this. And how do I know he's smart? Just listen to the man talk for an hour. I mean, another way you want to know he's smart? Watch Clerks, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and heck, I even like Mallrats and Clerks too. The fact is, buddy cop films just don't cut it anymore. There has to be more than easy-minded simplicities behind it. And it's got to give that one extra push that made those other films that I mentioned so special. Now, this was basically the equivalent to the sequels of those cop films that I named. And this was basically the bad sequel. The problem is that we didn't get the first one, the good first one. So, again, it's just a complete and utter mess. And now, Kevin Smith has been always taken poignant criticism of his films very seriously, especially the negative ones, as has been in his reaction to Mallrats. But hopefully this will give him a swift kick in his big fat rear end, and he'll get it going again. Now, Willis still has something to offer, even in his 50s. I think Morgan could be the next Eddie Murphy if he just gets the right material and really wants to make that effort. Well, by Eddie Murphy, I mean 80s and mid to late 90s Eddie Murphy. I think Smith has one great project left in him, but I'm still waiting to see it happen. And otherwise, this is just buddy cop garbage. Cop Out gets 1 star out of 5.